Hello, beautiful people! Today I've brought together 7 people who enjoy the archaeology skill in RuneScape.
Hello, I'm Nutty, and I love archaeology.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I love archaeology.
Hey guys, I'm Rob, and I love archaeology.
This is Ghost, and I love archaeology.
Hi, my name is Zeus, and I love archaeology.
Hey, I'm MonkeyNips, and I love archaeology.
Hey, I'm Strobe, and I love archaeology.
Except one of these enjoyers secretly hates archaeology with a fiery passion. Only the hater knows who they are. The group's goal is to figure out who the secret hater is. After a 5-minute discussion round, the group will vote for who they think the hater is. After each round, they will have the opportunity to end the game if they believe the hater has been voted out. The decision to end the game must be unanimous. To make it spicy, we are playing for 500 million GP. If the hater is still in the ring at the end of the game, they win and take home the prize. If the hater has been voted out, the lovers win and will split it. This is RuneScape Odd One Out.
Alright, so who doesn't like archaeology?
That was.
How did we
easy,
start
I
this
guess.
conversation?
Yeah, that was an easy question. Whoa. Okay, that's the guy. He hates everything.
Yes, so at least that's good enough, I guess.
I haven't done mining since before the rework, the smithing and mining rework, so honestly, I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's a fair response. So.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a favorite dig site? Like, you know, the whole aesthetic of it, or maybe the mysteries or the lore behind it at all?
The OG one?
The OG dig site?
Yeah, the OG.
Okay.
Wait, which one's
I
the
would say Infernal.
The OG one, right? The Varrock dig site,
The very.
You said Siniston?
Dentiston.
I'm surprised nobody said Everlight.
Oh, Everlight's my favorite one for sure.
Same.
That one is just so peaceful looking.
Okay, I will say this. Okay, so the quest line that I absolutely love is the one for the vampire one. I will say that
Okay, yeah.
Everlight is probably my favorite dig site because that's where the vampire chick was sent.
Graphically, Infernal, and like based on lore, Everlight.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
everyone's favorite
Oh,
skill?
that's pretty.
My favorite skill
Archaeology?
is
Archaeology.
mining. I think everyone knows my favorite skill is mining, hands down.
I'd say my favorite skill is probably farming. I really enjoy farming because you don't have to be, training it 24/7. You can just plant your trees and then dip out, come back, and
Unlike
get
archaeology, huh?
XP.
That's fair. I thought you had like.
Well, you
some
did
secret
subscribe.
technique. I thought you.
Unlike archaeology, huh?
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna be honest, we're no closer to this. We're not even asking questions about
What do you
archaeology.
prefer doing?
You like archaeology, Rob?
Do I like archaeology?
Yeah.
That's
All
all
right,
right,
all
way
right.
too forced.
All right, What's
I mean-
what's your guys' favorite thing that archaeology brought to the game?
Hone
The
6.
relics.
AFK
Relic.
money making.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing about archaeology, though. Low-level players, when it launched, like even free-to-play players could make a lot of money through it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was bank.
I just came back to it. I was playing old school, and then I came back to the game, and then it was like I eventually got to doing archaeology.
Alright, vote him
Does
out.
archaeology
Nice,
actually
Lord.
bring money in? Because I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you
Bro, that's
if you
a
just
great idea.
camp the material caches, you can get a lot of money depending on the material.
That's
Yeah,
actually
you don't
good
level
to
up the
know.
skill if
I'm
you-
about to get rich.
So, who do you think is the archaeology hater?
I'm gonna go with NuttyLord.
I'm gonna cast my vote for NuttyLord, the man who just got back to RuneScape. I know archaeology ain't that fun at the start.
I'm in the same boat as whoever else said that they weren't paying attention to who was talking, but I'm gonna say Ash. Can I vote for Ash?
Yes.
No.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna vote Ghost. I didn't see your name light up, or I wasn't paying attention to it if you're answering questions. But I'm gonna say ghost.
Considering there wasn't a whole lot of discussion, it's quite hard to vote. So I'm just gonna cast my vote to Zeus.
Nick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'll be voting for you.
I have to pick Strobe.
I am NuttyLord, and I find it quite hard to tell who is talking about what and when. Everyone was talking about everything. It was like half about archaeology, half about other stuff. It was a confusing time. It looks like they're going to vote me out, unless I vote for someone who's already been voted. So I'm going to vote for Zeus.
Did you start training archaeology when it came out?
I wasn't playing when it came out, but I started training it after. I got up to 92. I feel like it's the same as the other collection skills, but it's got lore attached to it. So rather than arbitrarily like gathering stuff from the world, it's you're gathering excerpts from the past. And that's very interesting. The whole design the whole way through, the deeper you go, it just goes wilder, it doubles down on that idea over and over. That's what I feel.
See, when it came out, I went straight to grinding it, and it felt amazing. It was like mining before the rework. It was so much fun.
You ever see that meme of the mouse eating a piece of food on its own? They call it a mouse moment when you eat food alone. And I feel like my entire experience with archaeology has been one long mouse moment. I'm just alone, digging in a hole, and it's peaceful. Is that too deep?
Oh no. I'm gonna stick with my answer and say Zeus.
I'm gonna even it out and say Nutty.
I'm gonna have to vote for Nutty as well.
I think I finally, as the whole conversation was ongoing, I think I finally decided something resonated that Zeus said. Okay, so he said it takes him back to like before the mining rework, and mining, everyone knows, is 100% my favorite skill. And Nutty said that it was like something that he can do, on his own. Like it takes him to that mind frame too. But I feel like he was leeching on to what Zeus had already said. So I gotta say Nutty.
Do you have any last words you want to say, Nutty?
I don't know. I'm big sad. Me big sad. Sad. Big sad. Why many word when 2 word do?
Headbang on the count of 3 if you think the hater is still in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
So I guess I want to start by asking the people who headbanged instantly after voting out the person they thought was the person. What makes you so sure that they're still in now?
Statistically more likely.
Yeah, I can answer that first because I don't think the first round was very efficient. And to be fair, my first 2 options went on the fact that I resonated with Zeus's answer to loving mining. So that's my response to it. So between Nutty and Zeus, I liked Zeus's answer better.
For me, it was actually quite the opposite. I think after they both spoke, we got to know a little more than we did in the first conversation, and I don't think either of them actually hate the skill.
Okay, so if we go around in a circle and everyone says what they like about the skill and then what they don't like about the skill. So I'll start since obviously I proposed the idea. I like the fact that, first of all, you gain a lot of skilling and PVM things from the relics. Like one of the most useful things in the game, first of all. Second, you don't have to pay much attention, and it's quite calming, and you're done until it goes, and then you wait for it to spawn. It's more continuous.
right? What I really like about it is it's just a huge skill that affects so much of the game. Ancient summoning is a pretty good one, with all the new Slayer monsters that are now familiars. I think that's really cool. Ancient Invention, I think, was huge. It allowed us to push higher quality perks that weren't really possible before. It made it more accessible as well. And when it comes to training it, I just like that you don't really have to stay at one dig site if you don't want to. Probably like 30 to 40 million XP was farm the goblin
Compass.
beauties or whatever. Yeah, exactly. So I try to get as many Tetra compasses because I do enjoy clue scrolls, except for elites. Elites kind of suck, but still. I farmed Tetra compasses for a while, made some money off of that, and it was just really chill. I actually did archaeology, some of it while I was at work. Don't tell my boss. But yes, I think it's just a massive addition to the game.
So basically, it's a consistent moneymaker for people who don't want to get into PVM, and that's one of the biggest perks of it. Second is the relics. If you're doing clues or anything of that sort, the teleportation relics. Then in terms of the one which reduces your cooldown for, I think, surge and double surge.
It's been 5 minutes, guys.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh yeah. That's wrong. That's really bad.
I think I'm gonna vote for Rob on this one.
Rob as well.
I am just gonna throw out a vote for Nick.
I think I'm gonna go with Rob on this one. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to vote for Nick because I'm hoping that the vote gets tied up. I don't think Rob is the hater. I think he would have been a lot quicker to throw somebody under the bus if he was. But that's me.
I changed my vote from Strobe from first round because he had some detail about archaeology, but I didn't hear anything from that, and that's the only reason. I can't figure out who it is. So my vote is Nick.
Do you have any last words, Rob? Anything that you want to say?
Besides the last minute, guys, can we say one thing? And, I kind of voiced my opinion. I think that kind of drew me out into the spotlight. No regrets, It is what it is.
Headbang on the count of 3 if you think the hater is still in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
I clicked the wrong emote.
It's perfect. You moved.
So obviously I'm Nick. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna talk real quick. I'm just gonna say everything that I'm thinking about. I don't know how we're supposed to distinguish who likes it and who doesn't like it. The reason I picked Rob last time for going off XP and whatnot is because it was all his skills were quite similar, except that one and farming, which I would assume he didn't like them to. But at the same time, let's say MonkeyNips has 200 million this skill, but that doesn't mean they like the skill. It could just mean that they use it for money, but I don't know. So I don't know what we're basing this off. At the same time, Zeushero is just going for 200 mil everything, so obviously he's going to level it, but doesn't mean he likes it. So I don't know what we're supposed to be basing this off anymore, if that makes sense, based on new information. Okay, next person.
I kind of agree with you that XP is not really the best way to tell. Yeah, I'll speak for myself. I like gathering skills because they're not very click intensive. Skills like crafting and cooking and stuff, they're my lowest just because I don't really have the time, and I don't really like clicking my screen for skilling every 30 to 60 seconds. I rather just enjoy not even AFK, it's just not being so click intensive. For me, archaeology was a lot about the lore. I'll let someone else speak.
What specifically did you like that it brought lore-wise? You've mentioned that a couple times.
More than anything is how it expanded already existing quests. So one of the coolest things for me was obviously Distant. I never thought that I would be able to like just be around all the gods, and spoiler alert for those who haven't done that, and discover more about the past and how that plays into what RuneScape is now in the new era. That's probably the coolest thing for me. Back, I actually took a long break. When I came back to RuneScape, Archaeology was the first thing I jumped into.
What like specific lore did you learn that you liked?
I guess we should give Zeus a chance to speak. He hasn't spoken a question, right? What you like about the skill, or what you would change in the skill?
I wouldn't change anything, but when Archaeology came out, I'm trying to remember. Back in the day, we had Hone 5 as a best in slot skilling perk. I was a skiller for a while, for most of my RuneScape career. And when Archaeology came out, we were able to get a Hone 6, which is the new best in slot for skilling tools. So for me personally, that was way better than any other PVM perk for me. And that's, for me, that's always been my answer. In the first round, when somebody asked, like, what was the best thing for from Archaeology, and I said Hone 6. I don't know if anybody heard that. But yeah, you asked, what can I change? I can't think of anything to change. It was a pretty good skill that came out. Any other question?
Okay. So basically, two more things that I like about Archaeology is it's set a baseline for the graphics in the game. So I don't think like people are going to accept the graphical updates to be anything lower than that, and because of which the new graphic updates have like the new areas as well, in terms of the fort as well, has a very good graphical update compared to the regions, and it gives, I guess, a chance, like it being 20 like up to 20 and F2P gives free to play players also a chance to get a bond. That's the biggest thing for me.
I honestly don't know who to vote for at this point. I'm just gonna say Ghost for literally no good reason.
I think I'm gonna go with Strobe only because I've been peeking at everyone's stats right now, and he's topped it at just a bit above 120, I think. I may be wrong, but I guess I'm gonna go with Strobe.
We don't really have a lot of information off the whim that it was for money, not excitement, or because they enjoyed the skill. MonkeyNips for this round.
I was gonna stick with Nips because I can't figure out who it is. But then Ghost brought up a good point that Strobe stopped at 105. And I think he may have stopped for just 120. So I have to pick Strobe again.
I actually think the hater was already voted out last round. But if I had to guess, I would just say Ghost. Hit me.
We didn't have to do this, Dad.
What was that?
We just have to end up at this stand.
So I mean, I'll start by saying it's not my favorite skill. So my favorite skill, like I said, is farming. But I do like Archaeology. I enjoy training it. I don't think it's boring at all, just because you have as many options as you really can think of. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'll say right now.
So basically, for me, in terms of a favorite skill, I'm not very connected to the game in terms of the lore. So for me, graphical updates, money making, and in terms of the chances that you have, the variety of the game, not having to look at the same thing over and over again, because that's what I did for woodcutting in Minofus. That was one scene that I wanted to get away from, which is why I shifted over. And It was the variety that drew me towards it. That's it.
I'm gonna cast my vote on Ghost.
I feel bad because I'm the one who put Ghost in the spot, but I've been convinced to change my mind and vote for Strobe.
Oh no. Oh no. I would have to put my vote on Ghost.
Ghost, do you have anything to say? Any last words?
Yeah. Everyone has their own way of playing the game. The attraction towards the game in terms of particular way, as in you can skill for money, you can skill for the lore, you can skill for just because you want something AFK to do and kill time. So I guess I don't really know the definition of the favorite skill. And that's my time in the ring, I guess.
Headbang on 3 if you think the hater is still in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, if I Death Swiftness, the hater is still in the ring. If I Sunshine, the hater has been voted out and the lovers win. Oh, wow.
Egads!
So does that mean we won?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly forgot as soon as you said
Yeah.
Will the hater please step into the middle of the ring?
Feels right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Could
fine
you
though.
talk about how you feel about archaeology, Rob?
Okay, let's be honest though. Okay, I'm trying to not use profanity here because I know you're recording. Why is there a skill that requires to go all over the world just to come back to the starting point? How much does that make sense? Like every other skill, you literally go from point to point to point and then move on with your life. This skill, you literally have to go from point to point to point just to go back to start point A. I'm at level 84. I literally just unlocked this thing to pick up a new, whatever. So I can put my, luck of the dwarves away.
Mm-hmm.
Only to come to find out that I need to do another quest to do this. Like, why the heck do I need to do that? That makes no sense. I literally have to go through all these obstacles to put my luck of the dwarves away, only to find out that I need to quest again to do it. To accomplish this skill, you need to not only do what you do in so many other skills, but you need to do it over again in the same spots while also questing. Like, if I wanted to quest, I would quest.
There's a couple of quests that you need archaeology levels for.
But why?
Like,
DUMB, dumb. I would have probably survived if I would have not chimed in and just said what Nif said and like I'm gonna respect the rules. I would have survived probably another round, but genuinely you're not gonna change my mind. This is literally the
Bad word.
in the game. That's Ash is right. I absolutely do hate it. I don't just not like it. I do hate it.
So what do you think about Rob being the secret hater?
Don't like.
Okay, thank you.
what? What just happened? What just happened?
When I was up to get voted out, I did say that I thought the hater was already out. And the first round, I didn't really know who. I think after the second round, I kind of thought it was him just because it was his lowest skill and kept referencing mining more than archaeology.
I was surprised. I can't believe he betrayed us like this. I'm shocked. Between you and me, I can never trust him again.
Okay, so basically, the thing about hate hating a skill. Like, completely hating a skill, not liking it even a little, is really strange to me. I hope he comes around someday. I know he won't, based on what he just said, but I hope he does when he sees that. At least the money might attract him to the skill a bit. Maybe. Maybe next time.
I wouldn't say I'm surprised. I am surprised that I was right, but at the same time, I honestly didn't think it was actually him. I just thought, oh, his skills were lower in that area, but I didn't think that was the actual reason. Because people prioritize more useful skills, but I guess you just got to trust your gut at the end of the day.
I'm not gonna lie, you had me fooled. Makes sense that somebody who likes mining clearly doesn't have taste and skills. Rob, you disappoint me, but you got me.
Orange did call me out right away after I was voted out. He said he knew the person was out already. Nick attacked me prematurely because of my stats, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. Nutty, I would have still voted you out just to keep me in. Not gonna lie, no hate there. Nick hates me. He literally hates me because I'm a noob and he's not. So elitist mentality right there, Nick. I just want to remind everybody that it was all Nick.
Okay. So you guys voted to end the game. If you see me use Death Swiftness, that means the hater is still in the ring. If I use Sunshine, the hater was voted out. And I'm just gonna go. Because I didn't plan this far, I'm not gonna lie. So 3. I have nothing else to say. 3.
You can make it more in post.
2. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Am I in the game? Yeah. No, I don't have any room. Wait.
So wait,
Did we
I'm
inside
surprised.
What's going on?
That's option 3. What's option 3?
I don't have any ammo or anything. I just realized.
Oh wow.
Oh my
Like I
think we
didn't
know what that
bring
is.
my.
Yeah. I think we figured it out now.
Yeah.
Listen, just act surprised.
You'll start telling me the answer right
Gasp.
Everybody make those YouTube thumbnail faces.
Here. This one. Here, look.
Okay.
No, wait, wrong one.
I'm
It's this
coming
one.
back to my house.
I think you should add this in the bloopers.
Oh, there's definitely gonna be bloopers.
HTC?
Cut that out.
Hi, my internet.
DC.
I was
About to get jumped.
Why is there already a
hijack?
Fletcher out
Dude,
here?
if anyone, the next person to walk up to this tree patch, let's just surround him and start chanting.
Oh my god. Gordon. Whatever.
'Cause every time I speak, there's just cuts everywhere.
Tell me how you really feel.
He's gonna sound like a robot.
I don't have runes.
This is why you can't trust
I
someone.
mean, I have a pickaxe, so you know, I'm not doing a lot of damage here.
God, that's actually really funny.
All I'm saying is
Right
you
range.
Look at it, bring my scythe.
Oh.
Was caught off guard.
Oh, Nutty. I'm on you now. It would be Vance.